Gotcha! That's enough! Unbeatable!
This is the Lukefitz Street Fighter Alpha 3 podcast with your hosts, Quest and Lukefitz.
It's showtime!
Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Lukefitz podcast. I'm Luke and I'm joined as always by Quest. And today we have the privilege of speaking to a national champion, one of the strongest Alpha 3 players ever produced by New Zealand. And if you've played Street Fighter on Fightcade, I'm sure you know this man. So without further ado, it is an honor to welcome to the show TMB. Now over to you, Quest, to kick off the interview.
Thanks, Luke. Welcome to the show, TMB. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, mate. Good to get on with you celebrities.
It's good to finally get you on. You were like the celebrity. Man.
You're the real celebrity, yeah.
We've been trying to get you on for a while now. But yeah, it's good you made it. What does TMB stand for?
It's a small abbreviation of a name that I grew up with as a kid, which is TM Big Man, which a good mate of mine that I used to play on Supercade with a lot back in the day. He Matt Smoltz was his name, and he's a good Dalsum player.
Right.
And instead of typing the whole name, he just ended up saying TMB. So when Supercade died out, I switched over my name and I just shortened it to TMB. It was a lot easier.
Are you in fact a big man?
Yes, I am.
Yes, okay, confirmed.
Really? How tall are you?
I'm short, but I'm big.
Yeah, okay. Big on the inside, yeah. That's it. What was your first Street Fighter game?
My first, it was probably World Warrior, to be honest, back in the arcade.
Wow, okay.
Back then, giving away your age a bit there, yeah.
Yeah. You suppose you could say that, yeah.
So that was in the early 90s, you were playing in the arcade?
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't fully aware of what was going on properly. So that is the earliest memory of Street Fighter I can remember.
Yeah, wow.
Well, you mentioned the arcade. What were your experiences and early memories of that like?
I used to get beaten a lot.
Yeah.
Just being that young and not knowing actually what was going on. But as I grew up, I learnt the game and I decided to hand out my own beatings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go there regularly, or did your parents take you?
Yeah, nah. I used to sneak out to go there. I wasn't allowed to hang around there because it was a bad thing kind of thing. Well, being like that young at that time, and there was a lot of older teenagers that were like pretty bad looking guys that were there.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah. Like a rough kind of area, was it?
Yeah. It
was. Yeah.
Was there a big arcade scene in New Zealand at the time? Was this like an unusual thing, or was it going on everywhere?
No, I can't really remember that, but the
sure.
scene back then.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, nice. So was that mainly Street Fighter 2 you were playing, like World Warrior, and then through the different versions?
Yeah, I didn't actually hit my stride till about Hyper Fighting actually.
Yeah, okay.
Another console, so that's Super Nintendo, and that was me.
Yeah. What character were you playing in the early days?
Oh, just the Ryu.
Yeah, okay.
Like the Ryu. The Shotos are the easiest to learn for me. So.
Keeping it solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So when did you start playing Alpha 3?
Oh, that was only like last year, I think it was.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I used to play Super Turbo quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
In one random instance, I run into Quest, and he asked me, "Oh, come join the Alpha 3 tournament." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yes.
Yeah.
Switched over and I got destroyed, and I was like, "Oh, I'll come back for some more."
Yep. Yeah, it's a different beast. I had the same thing going from Super Turbo to Alpha 3 and just getting bopped by people using Beezum and stuff like that.
You also had the same person that brought you to Alpha 3 as well.
It was. Yes, it was.
Oh, the quest.
Yeah, I brought 2 champions in, but I still haven't become a real champion myself, unfortunately. Have you been to any meets for Street Fighter?
I've been to a couple of locals, but nothing too big though. Really, a lot of my experience with competitive has been online. Really,
Mhm.
so
How did it go from playing in the arcade to playing on? You said on Supercade. What was that transition like?
it was good because I had a good mentor at the time.
Yeah.
My mentor was he was the current, or if I think he still is the current hyper fighting champion. So I had a
Really?
good
Who's that?
Thomas Foster is his name.
Okay.
T Thunder. He's used to be on Supercade, which was run by Damdai back in the days before GDPO was
Mm.
a big thing.
Yeah. That's taking it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you met Gizzle, or was that after Supercade?
Yeah, Gizzle was on Supercade. I played him a lot, but it was GGPO, I think, where I played him more or less.
Oh, okay. And what was it? How did you go against him when you played him back then?
Oh man, that guy is too bloody good at the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, he is probably one of the best players I've come across.
Mm. Was he that good when you first started playing him? Like, was he just as soon as you came across him, he was already at the level that he is, or has he improved over the years? Do you reckon?
I think he's improved quite a bit, but
Mhm.
so have I. So I
Yeah.
think I mean, Super Turbo was Alpha 3. He still destroys me.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you think's better out of him and Toxie?
Ooh. And Mike Tucker, he is a god on this game.
Yeah.
I think actually Toxie is probably the best.
Mhm.
Sorry, Gizzle.
Yeah. Okay, we've got to set up a first to 10 between them. I'd
Oh,
love to see that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. You've said before that there are similarities between the sport of boxing and Street Fighter. What would you say they are?
Learning patterns of people to get inside and out of situations, I suppose.
Mhm.
In that way, so and conditioning, training, or like training people to do stuff so you can attack them, I suppose.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I can see that. So are you into boxing? Is that something that you've done?
Yeah, I trained a few years ago. I haven't done a lot of it lately.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good thing about Street Fighter is that if you mess up, you don't get like a punch in the face.
Yeah, your face is fine unless you're actually playing someone in person and they get real salty.
Yeah. But then you're more likely to get physically punched if you win rather than if you lose, depending on who you're playing.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Who's the best Kiwi that you've played?
And just all up, or
Yeah, all Street Fighter. Yeah.
yeah, probably T Thunder, Thomas Foster. He is the man.
Is he still on Fightcade?
Yes, I've seen him on a couple of times.
All right. We'll have to how much, like, what would you just say you played a first to 10 with him, what do you reckon the score would be?
Ooh. I'd say probably maybe a 6-5. My favor. No.
6-5? Okay. Yep. So first to 11.
Yeah, that's all.
Or best of 11.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, 10 wouldn't be enough. We needed more than 10 to show
Yeah,
who's
well,
the
it'd be
best.
5 all after 10,
So it'll
after
be
10 games.
5-5, and then I'll have to get that last game.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. We got a
So
draw. Yeah.
So if he's the best New Zealand player you've played and you reckon you beat him, you are confirming what I said in the intro, that you're basically the New Zealand champ at the moment.
No way. That is only because I'm the only guy that is playing from New Zealand.
Yeah, but that means that you're the national champ.
Yeah. When you play online, do you prefer playing long sets or short sets?
Really long sets, I actually do enjoy. Because it allows me to pick up on reading people And I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but I like to let people just win.
Yeah.
Just take in all that data, save it all up until tournament times, and then just use it all in. And it
That's
just...
interesting. Does that work for you? Have you been doing that against us? I haven't noticed that.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually noticed it. Yeah, I was like, why is this guy so good when I was versing you in tournament? 'Cause I used to just kick your ass really easy and casual. It's like,
Wow, that's
I'm like,
true. Snake.
yeah, it's surprised. It caught me off guard. Do you feel any shame in doing this, or do you feel it's just part of the game?
No shame at all. No shame.
What characters are you playing at the moment? I know you famously played a bit of V Kuma, but I've also seen you play Charlie recently. What's the story there?
Oh yeah, Charlie. It was Dr. Ella actually. He told me to maybe play him,
Oh yeah.
and then he showed me one little instance of the rapid shorts into the somersault justice. And
Yeah.
I was hooked from there.
Oh really? Yeah. Is that why you play X Charlie?
No, the reason I play X Charlie is because of the red jacket.
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah. I think
Even though you lose out on a lot of things, but you got to look like stylish when you're doing your combos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I wish Aism had the red jacket. Interestingly, in the upper version of Alpha 3, Aism has the red one, not the
Oh really?
Xism.
Oh,
Yeah.
They must have realized that the red one was clearly the best.
Yeah, it clearly is the best. Like, it reminds me of Falco from Melee, if anyone plays
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. Yeah. Because he also has a red jacket and looks similar. You said your arcade stick broke. How did that happen?
Oh, I think it's just from years of abuse.
Okay, you're a heavy player. You hit the stick hard.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's
Oh,
just
really? Yeah.
it's been sitting around, and because I never really played it until with it for a few years ago, so it's just been sitting idle collecting dust.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been a part of it.
Yep.
So are you a stick only player, or have you messed around on keyboard or pad or anything?
Yeah, funnily enough, when I first started on Fightcade, I was using the keyboard,
Mhm.
and that cool. I didn't know that you could hook up your controllers and all that to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I started off on keyboard, and I played like that for about a good solid half a year. And I was actually just playing basic because I couldn't really do combos and stuff with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And then switched to the fight stick.
Mhm.
What do you look?
That's your most comfortable controller at the moment.
Yeah, I love it. It's just first of all, I got it for nostalgia reason.
Yeah.
And then it just become more comfortable to use it. I think the main in Street Fighter 4 was the real reason why, because it was a lot easier to do FADCs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't really do it on the controller, so I had to switch to the fight stick.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What did you mean by that? FADC? I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's a terminology used in Street Fighter 4, which is you cancel a lot of your move animations with a focus attack, and then you dash through to cancel it. It's a whole lot of technical. I'm not really good at explaining it, but yeah.
It's like that. It's that technique that lets you the classic one is really like uppercut FADC into like super or ultra fireball.
Yeah, that's it. So you can cancel your uppercut, basically animation, and then combo it into an ultra, like Luke says.
Yep. What do you look for in a good arcade stick?
Functionality, is that a word?
The 6 buttons that work.
Yeah, but like between a good one and a bad one, how do you decide? Because I'm not a stick player.
Yeah,
What makes a good stick?
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I've only ever owned two of them.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you, are you considering?
Does size of the stick matter?
Yeah, it's funny. Are you considering like to getting a new stick at all? Like, have you looked at any?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been meaning to bloody get one off Dr. Allen actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been because I've been asking him questions about it, and then so I'll probably get that as long as I bloody get into gear with all that stuff. I've been slacking a bit there, but yeah.
Yeah, he should ship to New Zealand, right?
You
hope so. Yeah, you'd hope so.
It's probably closer to New Zealand than Perth, to be honest. So.
Yeah, but I wonder if it costs any extra or anything. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or more hassle or something. But which online emulator did you start with? Was it Supercade you said before?
Yeah, it was Supercade. Yeah.
How does it compare to 5K?
Oh, 5K is probably the best because you can bloody spectate a lot on anybody's matches. The lobbies are the same. I think you can still chat and you chat in game as well.
Yeah, that's important.
But you couldn't spectate on those. You have to watch replays, which is really annoying.
Yeah. I noticed you spectate a fair bit. I don't know. I always find spectating really boring. But what do you kind of get out of spectating?
Yeah, and another tool. It's just watching how people play, how they react to different situations. Yeah,
do you take notes as well?
Just mental notes. I was just watching.
Yeah,
it's been chilling.
That reminds me of what the way that Giorgiani plays. He talked a lot about picking up tells from players and stuff. Have you played him much? Or what do you think of playing Giorgiani?
That is like a chess match between me and him.
Yeah.
It's like, you do this, I'll do this, he'll do something, I'll do something.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets nowhere, so I just go out, I just throw that book out and just go crazy on him. And he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way. Just go full random. He can't read you.
Yeah. So I'm just in there doing tatsus everywhere, and it's just out of. And then I do a dragon. He's like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
You played Charlie and Akuma. Like, which do you feel you have more potential with?
Definitely Akuma. I think what's holding me back on him is my fight stick. Because the ceiling is so much higher with Akuma, especially with the Vism combos and stuff, and some of the stuff I've seen Toxie do.
Yeah. There's some insane technology there.
Yeah. Are there any other players that you watch to learn from to improve your Akuma?
No, not necessarily. I haven't really been like hard out into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're more interested in watching your opponents play than people, developing your own character. It's like a counter style.
Yeah, pretty much. Is just if I can pick up with someone that I'm fighting, so it makes my job a lot easier, less thinking to do.
Although you have pretty good Vism, like that must have been a bit of time and practice to get that.
Oh. I just watched Dr. Ella's video and then I pretty much picked it up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice.
It's a big help.
Yeah, they're good videos. Very easy to watch. Very clean.
Yeah, I use them regularly, yeah.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah.
Who's your kind of tournament nemesis? Like, I know I always lose against Raging Bull in tournaments. Who's the person that if you see yourself get drawn against in tournament, you're like, oh, not this guy?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I really want to know.
It's actually Mike Dyson.
Oh, yeah.
He has knocked me out of so many tournaments.
Yep. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's weird. I don't know why he's so good, because he doesn't do anything that amazing, but he just wins. Like, he's just very fundamentals.
Yeah, well, when I was learning, he bloody whipped my ass. So, and then I think that created a mental barrier for me from then.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
So I've picked up the equipment and all that. So, the V equipment. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong player. I think a lot of people don't take him seriously because he keeps switching names and being silly about it. But
Yeah, he's right up there.
he's right up there. Yeah, he's right up. He's just underneath like the Ellos and all that.
Yeah. Just underneath the Allos, Lukefitz's, those kind of players.
Yeah, and your TMBs.
Yeah, your TMBs, yeah.
I remember there was a tournament where you said you're not going to play Blanca anymore, and then you played Sakura, and then you lost to Dyson's Blanca. You just picked
Yeah, yeah, that was a good troll.
Yeah, that was so random. Like,
I hate playing Blanca actually. He's my least favorite character to play against because the Blanca versus Blanca mirror match is just like flipping a coin. It's just doing random stuff, and then I don't feel like I fight him very well with Sakura. I don't know what to do, so that's might be my weakness.
Yeah, it is challenging for a lot of people though to play the same character that they're playing. Because like you're used to exploiting the disadvantages of your opponent and using the advantages that your character brings.
Yeah.
If they've got the same advantages as you, it's like kind of hard to do that. So.
Yeah, any mirror match can be kind of... Well, I think like Shoto mirror matches are fine, like Ryu vs. Ryu or something. That makes a lot of sense. But weird, like unusual character mirror matches can be... I don't know. I find them to be difficult to play sometimes.
Well, true, because Ryu has a lot more options and there's different ways that you can play the character compared to Blanca. So... Yeah, that makes sense. Who is your favorite person to verse, TMB?
Probably Luke there. Lukefitz.
Yeah, we always have some sick matches actually.
Oh yeah.
Very even.
I love playing that Sakura.
Yeah. Or Doubt. I remember playing Sodom versus your Dalsim, and there was some crazy sets as well.
Oh, that's the guy that I've been wanting to pick up too, is that Sodom, man.
Yeah, the Sodomizer.
Yep. You played Xwell a fair bit as well. How do you go against him?
Oh, yeah, I played him. He was actually the first guy that I landed the somersault justice combo on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In the high lag environment as well.
Yeah, it was a good read too. It was a counter hit into it. I was like, oh yes.
Nice. Counter hit combos. That's some advanced technique. That's some Street Fighter 4 type stuff there.
Yeah, but I think Xwell, he gets me on certain days, and on some days I can get him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How good do you think he is? Is he up there with the best from Australia, or?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. To be honest, I don't.
Yeah.
He is really good, but not that Aloe November Goldfish on all that.
Yeah.
Well, he says he's better than them. Like he beats them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's his claim.
I don't think that either. You know why I asked that is that he got to the final of that big online tournament. So I feel like if Toxie and Gizzle, November Golf, Aloe, H Carnage, if they were all playing in those online tournaments, like obviously the lag means that they can't, but I'm pretty sure that would be, that'd be right up there if not winning.
Lag is a big factor in these games, so
you can't really do that.
Yeah. If you were to pick up another character, who would you play?
Sodom. Sodom,
really?
There's so many options, so many good options, so many good buttons. And he has SPD.
Yeah, he's got infinite. He can combo into SPD, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He's got infinite, like you can, if you hit someone from half screen with like 75% B isn't bar, you can transition into infinite.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know he does it. Yeah, I know he does have one. I've done it, but
yeah.
Well, it'd be good if you picked him up because nobody's playing him really.
Yeah, it would be. What was I going to say? What do you think about Street Fighter 4 and 5? You mentioned you played a bit of 4. Do you like those games or do you like the older ones better?
I like 4. I didn't like 4 at the start because I had a controller and I couldn't pick up how to play it properly on it.
Yeah.
too hard. So once I actually got into it and I had me a fight stick, I really enjoyed it because it was really technical, kind of like Alpha 3, which is what made me enjoy the game in the first place, because it's really hard to do, really hard to play.
Yeah, what character were you playing?
And 4,
Yeah.
I used to play E Honda.
Oh, really? Oh, Mike Ross fanboy.
And
So did you have your 100-hand slap into standing, what was it, like standing medium kick back into 100-hand slap or whatever?
Oh yeah, I had those.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I could spend 4 bars and hit like 60 hits or something just with 100-hand.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. You haven't played 5 much?
I did, but it wasn't for very long. I couldn't really get into it. It's like it took a step back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, by the end of 4, it was like such a highly developed tournament game. Like there was so many characters. Like it was, I feel like it was really at a peak by the end of Street Fighter 4. But it doesn't seem to have got back.
I think they simplified it too much. Is all. There was a lot less options to do in situations, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Hopefully, I still believe Capcom can come back with something really good.
Oh, no doubt.
I think they'll find their groove again.
Yep. If they made Alpha 4, what would you like to see in the game?
Oh, that's an interesting one. Akuma.
Yeah, Akuma. That's it, just one character.
One character, maybe just a bunch of variations of Akuma.
Yeah. All different, 32 different isms, all Akuma.
Yeah. You could have one where he dresses up as Zangief and he does all the grappling moves.
Yeah.
There's an idea.
Raging Demon as a command throw.
Yeah. That'd be good.
So would you like to see Vism come back? Are you a fan of Vism in the games? I know it's a bit controversial.
The only reason I actually wanted to learn Vism is to stop getting beaten by it from Cracker.
Yeah. Okay. I remember that as well. Before we all learned Vism, his V Vega was just dominating.
Destroying. I was like, wow. Every time I jump in, he just counters me with it.
And I think he had a 3-kick macro, so he would just like activate and then just press like one button to start the Vism. So it was so strong.
Oh yeah. Where is Crapper, by the way? Come back. We need you back.
Come back, Crapper. He's probably listening to this. He's probably in his dungeon wherever he lives.
His dungeon. That gives it a bad sound when you say that.
His basement.
Why does he have a dungeon? What is he?
Oh, I don't know. You've played against him. He seems like the kind of dude who have a dungeon.
Yeah. Come back. One of my biggest wins was against his Vega in the tournament. I think I beat him 2-0 or something.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I was quite proud of that one.
Playing Charlie versus Vega?
Yeah, Charlie versus Vega. Yeah, I struggled more against his Cody though, so I think it was a good move for that.
Yeah, his Cody was pretty good. He had a good Zangief as well.
I figured out how to, like, you jump and then he does the V-ism like you were saying, the backflips. I figured out if I just jump and block, then every time he'll activate it, and I can just block it and counter him.
Or you could counter Vism if you're using a V character. Jump in, he activates, you activate, and then hit him while you're invincible.
Yeah, that's another way of doing it. But because I played A-ism, I just figured out if every time I jump, he's going to activate it. I'll just jump and block, and then I can counter him. So that's how I defeated him. Learning patterns, like TMB puts it.
Yeah, it all comes back to that.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
It's good. You've been watching your replays.
Yeah.
What is it about Alpha 3 that you like compared to other games? You sort of touched on this before, but could you elaborate?
Yeah, it's a lot of options you have to do in certain situations, so you're not being really held back by say when I first started, I played A Akuma versus a V-ism, and then I'd just get that trapped in the bloody well, I didn't know alpha counters existed as well, so
Yeah,
was bad on that part. So I'd just be stuck in the corner. But once I realised there was Vias and then seeing Crapper use it to get out of situations, I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just difficulty of certain combos like Akuma, his juggling from one side to the other. I love the challenge of trying to do it and not drop the combo while I'm doing it. So yeah.
So you sound like quite a technical player. Like you enjoy the technical side.
Yeah, I do. I like to challenge myself a lot in these games.
Mhm.
Other than trying to play the person as well, which is another bonus. Yeah.
What's more satisfying to you, like beating someone because you played the person, or winning on a technical basis?
Beating the person, definitely beating.
No hesitation.
because some people pride themselves more on like pulling off like the biggest combos and stuff like that, where other people pride themselves more on getting the read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love reading people. I love it. That's why I used to love playing Giorgiani.
Mhm.
Really, you love playing Giorgiani.
Yeah, I hate playing Giorgiani.
Yeah, I hate playing. He was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, how do you love him?
I love the chess match that we have.
Yeah. I like playing Giorgiani after banning him from chat.
Oh,
And it's mainly just the typing that annoys me.
Yeah. That'll help out a lot because he does like to type a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever said anything about it to him?
About the chat?
It's part of it.
It's part of it. So you like the challenge of overcoming the annoying chat as well.
I just don't read it.
I can't not read it. I always think like I can't not read it, and I just read it. But now I've evolved to the new metagame. Like the new metagame is stopping him from chatting.
Yeah.
So he chats.
That's like
just threatening to quit the game if he chats. That's the
exactly. Yeah. I guess that doesn't work in tournament.
Yeah. Well, maybe an in-person tournament would be interesting if he talks as much.
Yeah. You just wear like earmuffs with earplugs underneath and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. What content do you like on the YouTube channel, the Alpha 3 YouTube channel?
The podcast, of course. I love that. I love listening to it.
That's the right answer.
What's your favorite episode?
Probably James Chen, because I was mind blown when you had him on there. So.
Yeah, so I was mind blown as well.
I was like, these guys, they have James Chen.
All Quest.
Yeah, it's a very positive reaction.
Hats off to Quest.
Well, thank you. I do my best. You looked at the Akuma video for the Vism. Did you look at the Charlie one as well?
No.
Xism or no, so you just figured it, like you just saw the clip and you figured it out.
Yeah, but Aloe sent me a video of it.
Yeah.
Of the bloody short into some salt justice, and then that's where I learned it, because I know I.
Why did he send it to you if you're playing Akuma? Like.
Oh, I don't actually know.
Well, he's just trying to influence which characters we play, like.
My mind. But I think there was a conversation that must have been had where, because I knew Charlie was he can be a real good turtle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he can bait people in and a lot, but I try and use him the other way. I try to be more offensive with it if I can.
Yeah, use your strong normals. Yeah, I noticed that you play a different style to Quest for sure.
Yeah. I think I approach a lot more than you do.
Mm. Yeah, I try and use his hop kick. That a lot. I try and beat people out of the air with his normals a lot too as well.
Yeah.
So I find the timing for the flash kick anti-air is different. It's weird to me. So
it's not like in Super Turbo where if you do it anywhere near someone jumping in, just blast them out of the air.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's kind of time it to get the flow out of it.
Yep. One of the recurring debates in the community is the infinites. Where do you stand on banning or allowing infinites?
I think we've as a community we've grown to the point where we don't need to frown upon them anymore, because they are difficult to pull off. I give that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's hard. I'm actually I wouldn't mind seeing them in the tournaments, to be honest. Is once I get me a new stick, I'm going to be doing them a lot in casuals.
Yeah. Well, which character would you be doing them with? Because Akuma doesn't have any.
Probably Sodom, because I can do his one.
Oh yeah. Because you just found out today that he has an infinite.
Oh yeah, I knew he had one. I didn't know you could do it from bloody 75%. So
Yeah.
Good point.
Johnny once. I was trying to do it on Toxie for a long time and I couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
and then I switched to Giorgiani and I got it on the first try and I was like, oh yes.
I love hitting Giorgiani with V's and stuff, because that's the one thing that he never does.
I think he's picked up a lot on how to counter it from playing me a lot as well, because I my V Akuma, he knows how to not get trapped in situations.
Yeah. So you're the person who's trained him.
Yeah, I noticed that he's not good at like alpha countering, but he's good at recognizing when you're going to activate it, and then like moving himself into a safe position. Yeah. Sorry.
Even jump blocking, like when I try and start the combo, he jump and blocks, which makes the unblockable for me not work.
Yeah.
Out of the international players, like who have you played besides Xwell?
I've played a lot of the Japanese guys. I've played Poon quite a bit, and he's really good. He's really good.
Would you say he's the toughest like opponent you faced in Alpha 3?
Yeah, definitely, by far. Even though he was going easy on me, but he noticed the because I don't always play him, but I played him once before and I played him recently, and he's like, "Wow, you've gotten a lot better since the last time I played." And I was like, "Yeah, I have."
Yeah, that's a good feeling, eh? Like when people notice that.
I've played a bit of Hack, the other American.
Yep.
He's another good. His Bison is off the charts.
Oh, really? I haven't played a good Bison, I don't think.
Oh yeah, he knows exactly. He knows the character inside and out. He knows the ranges and all that.
Have you guys played NTG? He's Bison.
Oh yeah, he's
a little bit.
One.
Maybe a little bit, not much.
But
Yep.
his Delson, oh man, it's another story.
Yeah, sure.
His Delson's quite strong.
Cool. Do you have any final questions, Quest?
No, I don't have anything more to add.
Yeah, I'm about finished as well. So thanks for joining us on this episode of the Alpha podcast with TMB. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode, but for now, stay safe and stay on Flightgate.